Our President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said that the action plan for achieving peace in Ukraine will be ready by the end of November. Our president stated this in an interview with the Japanese state broadcaster, which is called NHK. He stressed that he cannot respond to calls for a ceasefire as long as Russia continues to occupy Ukrainian territory. The president said that Kyiv would start detailed discussions with the relevant countries on territorial integrity and other issues. He said that he would also create an action plan to achieve peace at the end of November. And, as the president says, patience, support and diplomatic pressure are the three factors for a just end to the war. If the United States and European countries remain united, it will put additional pressure on Moscow that it has no chance. It is noted that this month, officials in Kyiv, according to Japanese journalists, contacted the companies of U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump and the Vice President of the current United States, Kamala Harris. And Zelenskyy says, "We've been in contact with Trump's team. Trump told me he's available for any questions and that I have his phone number." I would like to remind you that on June 15th, our President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said that the action plan agreed at the peace summit would be communicated to the representatives of the Russian Federation so that the real end of the war could be recorded at the second peace summit. But here, in fact, interesting points come out with this, because the Russians, at least as of today, do not agree to any conditions, do not agree to any summits and frankly, openly, without hiding at all, declare that they are not interested in summits, negotiations, and so on. The only available option is to talk to them on the terms offered by Moscow, which neither Ukraine nor Ukrainian partners accept. Meanwhile, on July 14th, Deputy Head of the Office of the President of Ukraine Ihor Jova said that Ukraine expects to promote the implementation of each of the 10 points of the peace formula through collective pressure on Russia from many countries of the world, regardless of what Moscow plans to do. Jova also stated that Ukraine seeks to hold a second peace summit by the end of this year. But again, the key question remains whether Moscow will agree to this. Because a just, lasting peace in Ukraine is possible only if the rules and agreements are respected by both participants in this confrontation. Since Russia is the aggressor in this war, it is necessary to negotiate with the Russians in the first place. And if they do not want to sit down at the negotiating table, then they need to look for other ways. For the sake of fairness, they are sought, they are achieved on some points. There is progress. In some there is none. A lot of work is still ahead.